Good morning, learners. Our subject for today is Math 5 for Quarter 3, Week 6. And our topic is formulating the rule in finding the next term in a sequence using different strategies like looking for a pattern, working backwards, etc. to solve for the unknown in simple equations involving one or more operations on whole numbers and fractions. As per most essential learning competency, formulates the rule in finding the next term in a sequence. Uses different strategies like looking back for a pattern, working backwards, etc. to solve for the unknown in simple equations involving one or more operations on whole numbers and fractions. What is a number sequence? A number sequence is a list of numbers in which successive terms to follow a rule of pattern. Each number in the sentence is called a term. By studying the sequence of numbers, we can find the rule governing the terms. The rule can tell us what number will come next in the sequence. In this lesson, you will formulate a rule in finding the next term in a sequence. For letter A, let us explore the process. Look for the pattern in the sequence of the numbers. So we have 1, 3, 6, 10, 15, and 21. Looking at the pattern of the numbers, to find the second term, add 2 for the third term, and add 3 for the fourth term, then add 4 for the fifth term, and add 5 for the sixth term, and add 6. Therefore, the rule in the sequence is plus 2, plus 3, plus 4, plus 5, and plus 6. For letter B, look for the rule and find the next 3 terms of the sequence. So we have 3, 6, 12, 24, blank, blank, blank. So the solution will be, the rule is multiply by 2 or times 2. So we have 3 times 2 is equals to 6. Then 6 times 2 is equals to 12. And 12 times 2 is equals to 24. And then 24 times 2 is equals to 48. So 48 will be the next term. Then 48 times 2 is equals to 96. And then 96 times 2 will be 192. So that means, or therefore, the next 3 terms of the sequence are 48, 96, and 192. So the sequence is 3, 6, 12, 24, 48, 96, and 192. For letter C, let us find the missing terms and rules used in the situation below. Can you find the pattern or sequence used? What is the next term in the sequence? So we have 1, 3, 7, 15, and then the next term. So the rule will be multiply by 2 and add 1, or times 2 plus 1. So we have the second term, 1 times 2 plus 1, that is equals to 3. And then the second term will be 3 times 2 plus 1 is equals to 7. And then the fourth term, 7 times 2 plus 1 is equals to 15. So the fifth term is 31. So that means 15 times 2 plus 1 is equals to 31. Therefore, the pattern or rule used in the sequence was times 2 plus 1, or it can be plus 2 plus 4 plus 8 plus 16. There is no simple way for solving a problem. Unlike exercises, we can get better at solving problems by building up our background knowledge and by simply practicing. As we solve more problems, we learn strategies that can be useful. In this lesson, you will use different strategies to solve for the unknown in simple equations involving one or more operations on whole numbers and fractions. Let us explore the process. So example, Gatid Elementary School won a contest and gets to send 10 students to trip in Enchanted Kingdom. All interested students were assigned numbers and the principal has started reading off the numbers for the students who will attend. So we have 12, 27, 42, 57. Jairus realizes there is a pattern to these numbers. She has number 82 and wonders if she will be chosen to go on this trip this time. You should notice first that this is an ascending pattern, so the rule likely involves multiplication or addition. So again, we have the following numbers: 12, 27, 42, 57. Look at the numbers at the beginning of the sequence. Think, what could you do to 12 to get 27? So you could add 15, you could multiply by a mixed number, and you could do a combination of two or more operations. So next, if any of these potential pattern rules works with the rest of the sequence. Consider 27 and 42. So if you add 15 to 27, you will get 42. So the pattern rule is add 15 seems to work. Now make sure that add 15 works throughout the whole sequence. So 12, 27, 42, 57, 72, 87, 102, 117, 132, and 147. So that means 82 will not be chosen. So Jairus won't be going on the trip this time. For the development part, learning task 1, write the missing term. So we have the following. For number 1, 12, 17, 22, 27. Number 2, 64, 67, 70. Number 3, 56, 49, 42, and 35. Number 4, 3, blank, 27, 81. And number 5, 78, 70, and then 62. Okay, so let us answer learning task 1. What do you think is the missing term for number 1? If your answer is 32, then you are correct. For number 2, if your answer is 73, you are correct. For number 3, if your answer is 28, you are also correct. For number 4, if your answer is 9, then you are correct. And number 5, if your answer is 54, then you are correct. For letter B, formulate 5 rules or patterns of your own. Write one number sequence for each rule. So I have here an example. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. And the rule or pattern is plus 2. Now, you have to make your own or formulate your own rule for 1 to 5. For the engagement, learning task 2, find the missing terms and write the rules. So we have 1, 5, 6, 8, blank, and then 15. Number 2, 8, 18, 20, 24, blank, 38. Number 3, 14, 17, 20, and 23, and then blank. Then next, number 4, 24, 30, 36, 42, and blank. And number 5, 1, 10, 100, and then blank. Okay, so let us now answer learning task 2. So the missing term is 11. And what is the rule? So the rule is plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, plus 4. So you have 5 plus 1 equals 6. 6 plus 1 or 6 plus 2 is equals to 8. 8 plus 3 is equals to 11. And then 11 plus 4 is equals to 15. For number 2, we have the next term is 30. And the rule is plus 2. So 18 plus 2 is equals to 20. 20 plus 4 is equals to 24. 24 plus 6 is equals to 30. And 30 plus 8 is equals to 38. And for number 3, you have 14, 17, 20, and 23. The answer will be 26. And the rule for this number is plus 3. The number 4 you have, the answer is 48. And what is the rule? Rule is plus 6. And for number 5, the next term will be 1,000. And the rule is times 10. For letter B, the block above is the sum of the two blocks below. Fill in the missing blocks. Okay, so again, the block or the sum of the two blocks below is the sum of the block above. Okay. Okay, so you have the example. So 10 plus 34 is equals to 44. So let us now answer 27 and 10. So the answer is, if you are going to add 27 and 10, you will get 37. And then the next is 37 plus 34 is equals to 71. And then 37 plus 7, the answer is 44. Now, let's move on to the third blocks. So we have 37 plus 44, the answer is 81. And then 44 plus 71 is 115. And then 71 plus 44, the answer is also 115. So let's move on to the fourth blocks. So we have 81 plus 115, the answer is 196. And 115 plus 115, the answer is 230. So that means 196 plus 230, the answer is 426. Okay. Okay, for the assimilation, learning task 3, solve the given problems. Write your answers in your answer sheets. Okay, so we have problem number 1. Carol has written a number pattern that begins with 5, 1, 5, 9, 13, and 17. If she continues this pattern, what are the next 4 numbers in her pattern? And for the number 2 problem, you save 10 pesos on Monday. Each day after that, you save twice as much as you saved the day before. If this pattern continues, how much would you save on Friday? Okay, so let us now answer number 1. Okay, so we have the pattern 1, 5, 9, 7, 13, and 17. So what will be the answer for that? What are the next number in this pattern? So we have 21, 24, 25, 29, and 33. So what is the pattern? Add 4. Okay. And so we have number 2. So you save 10 pesos on Monday. Each day after that, you save twice as much as you saved the day before. So for the Monday, we have 10. And then Tuesday, we have 20. Wednesday, that is 40. And then Thursday is 80. And by Friday, you will have 160. So for number 3, Daisy saves parts of her allowance in her piggy bank every day. On the first day, she saved 1 peso. On the second day, she saved 2 pesos. On the third day, she saved 5 pesos. On the fourth day, she saved 14 pesos. If this pattern continues, how much will Anna save on the sixth day? And number 4, Brian gave 10 stamps from his collection to both Sam and Rob. Then he gave 14 stamps to Kathy and 6 stamps to Grace. He still had 275 stamps. How many stamps were in Brian's collection to begin with? Okay, so let us now answer number 3. Okay, so that means Daisy saves 1 peso on the first day. She saved 2 pesos on the second day. On the third day, she saved 5 pesos. And the fourth day, she saved 14 pesos. So, pag nagtuloy-tuloy yung pattern na yon, on the fifth day, she will save 41 pesos. And on the last day or on the sixth day, she will save 122. And for number 4, let be Brian's original stamps. So, binigyan ni Brian si Sam at si Rob ng tig 10 stamps. So, that is 20. Then, he also gave Kathy and Grace 14 and 6. So, that is also 20 for a total of 40 stamps. So, B minus 40 is equals to 275. And B is equals to 275 plus 40. So, that means on the beginning, Brian started with 315 stamps in his collection. And for number 5, Mrs. Cruz baked some cookies for the school bake sale. Karine bought 3 of the cookies and Jo Marie bought 2. Mr. Fahilago bought 1 dozen of the cookies. Justin and Scarlett each both bought 6 cookies. Then Mrs. Valenzuela bought 4 of the cookies. That left only 3 cookies for Darrell to buy. How many cookies did Mrs. Cruz bake for the sale? So that means Mrs. Cruz baked 36 cookies. And for the assessment, give the pattern rule of the following sequence. So we have 24, 36, rather 24, 30, 36, 42, and 48, and then the rule. And then for number 2, we have 60, 56, 52, 48, and 44. And then number 3 is 99, 110, 121, 132, and 143, and the rule. Okay, so let us now answer. What do you think is the rule for number 1? So you have plus 6 or add 6. Number 2, the rule is minus 4, or you have to subtract 4. And number 3, the rule is plus 11 or add 11. Let us now read and analyze and solve the following problems. So for number 1, Brady was trying to decide when to get up in the morning. He needs 45 minutes to get ready for school. It takes him 25 minutes to drive to school, and he wanted to get to school 20 minutes early to use the library. If the school starts at 7:30, what time should he get up? Okay. So we have the following: 45 minutes to get ready for school, 25 minutes to drive to school, and then 20 minutes early to use the library. So for a total of 90 minutes, or that is equivalent to 1 hour and 30 minutes. So that means, kung babalikan natin yung oras, 1 oras at kalahati dapat ay alas 6 ng umaga ay makagising na siya. Okay. So that is 6 a.m. is the time he will get up. Okay, for number 2 problem, Amy and Judy sold 12 tickets, or 12 show tickets altogether. Amy sold 2 tickets more than Judy, and how many tickets did each girl sell? Okay, so let us now answer problem number 2. So we can use the guess and check strategy. So that means we have the first guess. So our first guess is Amy sold 8 tickets and Judy sold 4 tickets. So for a total of 12 tickets. But on this first guess, Amy sold 4 more tickets than Judy. So that means these numbers do not work. Okay, so let us have our second guess. And our second guess is Amy sold 7 tickets and Judy sold 5 tickets. So that means in this second guess, Amy sold 2 more tickets, and these numbers work on the problem. So that means Amy sold 7 tickets and Judy sold 5 tickets. For the reflection, write your personal insights about the lesson using the prompts below. I understand that. I realize that I need to learn more about blank. And that concludes our topic for this morning about formulating the rule in finding the next term in the sequence using different strategies like looking for a pattern, working backwards, etc. to solve for the unknown in simple equations involving one or more operations on whole numbers and fractions. And for that, thank you very much and God bless everyone.